Okay, good day ladies and gentlemen, boys and girls. This is Joey Stephen and I'm going to be discussing the November 2020 PNP intakes. Considering this has been a COVID period, we still have seen 5 provinces taking people in November, and I'm here to explain them. This is early December now, and we had some very early snow this year in Toronto. It is possible that this year we could enjoy a white Christmas. It is a windy day today, and as you can see the wind behind me, you can see the wind catcher spinning away right behind me, and this is a beautiful day today. Okay, let us start with the first province which took in people this year, Manitoba. Okay, Manitoba had issued 205 letters of advice to apply under the expression of interest system in the expression of interest draws, and it was held on 5th of November 2020. Among the total of 205 letters of interest or letters of advice to apply which was issued, 16 went to skilled workers overseas. 166 of them were sent to skilled workers in Manitoba, and the remaining 23 to the international education stream. Okay, so Manitoba has been taking in people, and is one of the first provinces to issue. Score of the lowest ranked candidates to apply under the skilled worker overseas was 708, and the score for the lowest ranked candidate to apply under the skilled worker in Manitoba was 461. Keep in mind, these points are under the Manitoba assessment grid. On November 19th, again, this is a second intake, Manitoba issued 196 letters of advice to apply under the expression of interest system in the expression of interest draw. Among the total of 196 letters of advice to apply, 22 of them were sent to skilled workers overseas. 144 was sent to skilled workers in Manitoba, and the remaining 30 went to international education stream. The score of the lowest ranked candidate to apply under the skilled worker overseas was 769, and the score for the lowest ranked candidate to apply under the skilled worker in Manitoba was 526. These points are not the express entry CRS scores, but are scores assessed under the Manitoba assessment grid. Okay, now let's talk about the second province, which was British Columbia. On November 3rd, BC or British Columbia issued 76 candidates who belong to the technology sector under its BC PNP's Tech Pilot Program. 76 invitations. Invited candidates needed to have a minimum provincial score of 80. Okay. The British Columbia Provincial Nominee Program invited 358 candidates on November the 10th, which was the second intake, under 2 immigration categories, Express Entry BC and the Skilled Immigration class. Both categories require candidates to register using BC's Skilled Immigration Registration System, which provides eligible candidates with a score based on certain factors such as their offer of employment, location in BC, education, language ability, and their wages. Again, on November 17th, they invited 76 candidates who belong to the technology sector under its BC PNP's Tech Pilot Program. Invited candidates needed a minimum provincial score of 80 under the BC evaluation grid. The British Columbia Nominee Program, Provincial Nominee Program invited 360 candidates on November 25th under 2 immigration categories, Express Entry BC and Skills Migration. Okay, so that's about BC. Now let's talk about Saskatchewan. On November 3rd, Saskatchewan invited 534 express entry and occupation in demand candidates to apply under its provincial nomination program. They issued 272 invitations to apply under the express entry category, and the score of the lowest candidate was 68. They issued 262 invitations to apply under the occupation in demand category, and the score of the lowest ranked candidate was 68. Then again on November 19th, Saskatchewan invited 551 express entry and occupations in demand candidates to apply for its provincial nomination. They issued 214 invitations to apply under express entry category, and the score of the lowest ranked candidate was 78. They issued 337 invitations to apply under the occupation in demand category, and the score there for the lowest ranked candidate was 80. These scores are based on Saskatchewan assessment grid. Okay, good. Now we are coming to the next province, and that is Ontario. On November 4th, Ontario has invited French-speaking and skills trade candidates with profiles in the express entry system. Again, Ontario held a new draw on November 12th. A total of 443 principal applicants received notifications of interest, or NOIs. They needed a CRS score between 469 and 477 in order to be invited. They also needed to have a work experience in one of the following occupations. They invited financial managers, advertising, marketing and public relations managers, corporate sales managers, financial auditors and accountants, and other financial officers, professional occupations in business management consulting. They invited registered nurses and registered psychiatric nurses. They also invited allied primary health practitioners, dietitians, and nutritionists. Okay, so that was about Ontario for November. Now, here is the final province we are going to talk about, which is an Atlantic province, Prince Edward Island, or PEI. On November 19th, PEI issued a total of 254 invitations to candidates in all streams, out of which 221 went to express entry and labor impact candidates. They also invited 33 business impact candidates in PEI. In order to be considered for a nomination, express entry candidates must submit a separate expression of interest to PEI PNP. This is the current update of PNPs we have seen in November of 2020 intake. This year has been a challenge, to mention the least, and we hope 2021 is going to be a lot better. Here are some good news for people looking for migration to Canada. Number one, the new vaccine is going to remove the pandemic, and the new year is likely to shine a lot better after that. Number two, Canada has increased immigration rates by 50%. So there is going to be a lot of opportunity to be expected. This is the time to get ready to capitalize. Please do your credential evaluations and your IELTS exams and be ready. The third good news, Provincial has tied up with several employers through its partnership with the Student Herald, and will see a big growth of employer-driven immigration opportunities. Please stay tuned and please be prepared. This is the final month of the year 2020, and the next time I'm going to be providing this PNP update is going to be in the new year. I wish you all and your families a very happy holiday season and a very happy new year. From all of us here at the Polinsys Studios in beautiful Cambridge. Adios.